behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Bash TV. Palm Bash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Palm Bash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode. We got a great interview coming up shortly. But don't forget about that subscribe button and bell button below you there. It'll help you notify you of any new episodes coming your way. And leave a comment on the comment section below. We'd love to hear from you there. And if you're paying attention to the description, as well as the closing credits at the end of the show, we're going to have contact info for you. So please stay tuned for that. From Sioux Falls, South Dakota today, we have Bubba Startz from the band Startz and Endz. And another great artist, I think you're going to agree. And we're going to get to that in a second. But first, here's another word from the Caden Gordon Show. So don't go away. We'll be right back right after this.
It is Caden from the Caden Gordon Show. Today's best country mix. Check out my show at thecadengordonshow.com.
Okay, we're back, and with us from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, we have Bubba Startz from the band Startz and Endz. Thanks very much for coming on the show, Bubba.
Well, thanks for having me, Paul. Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem. We're glad to have you. Well, what's your story as far as how you started in music? I mean, did you grow up in a musical family? I mean, did you always want to be an artist? I mean, tell everybody your story.
Definitely grew up in a musical family. Some of my earliest memories are being, at my grandma's house, my dad's mom. She played the accordion. She passed out the sheet music during Christmas time, and we would all sing Christmas carols during the holidays. My dad plays guitar. My uncle plays guitar. I've been singing since I could talk. So music has always been a huge part of my life. When we moved to South Dakota from the Chicago area, I started playing in the, concert band, started playing drums. By 7th grade, picked up the bass guitar, and then 8th grade got, acoustic guitar and started playing the 6-string. And it really brought it together then. All the singing, and I had been kind of writing at that point, poetry and different things. And I say there's something magical about the 6 strings of a guitar and the human voice and the way they come together and that storytelling aspect that I was able to do. So started writing songs pretty much immediately, and I've been pursuing music in various forms of, a career, from playing on stage to now having my own podcast called The Scene Projects, in which we support other independent artists as well, ever since. So it's been, 25 years of doing this, and really feel like we're kind of hitting our stride finally.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you got a great story there, and I'm glad you're doing what you're doing, especially with your podcast. And I hope you'll be doing this for a long time. Well, why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the, popular artists that really inspired you? I mean, I'm sure there's a few that are legendary for sure.
I mean, grew up listening to a lot of classic rock. So, the guitar masters, the Hendrix and Jimmy Page, obviously, of Led Zeppelin and the Claptons. And my mom was really big into blues. So definitely have that influence. But I grew up with both of my parents being Deadheads. So a lot of Grateful Dead in my life. Jerry Garcia, huge influence in, not just my guitar playing, but the storytelling, right? Robert Hunter and Bob Weir and all the incredible songwriters that were around the Grateful Dead. The Americana storytelling aspect of it played a huge role in it. And then just independent artists around me. I've always been surrounded by other creators and creative, inspiring individuals, from my time on the West Coast to now here as a member of the Midwest Country Music Organization, and being at the Josie Music Awards as well. So really just have a passion for independent music, and I've been influenced greatly by just the friends that are around me.
Yeah, you mentioned some great ones there. You mentioned Jimi Hendrix and Grateful Dead. Those are awesome bands, and I can definitely see that in your sound too. Why don't you tell everybody how we can find out more about you? I mean, I'm sure you're on streaming media, social media. Maybe you have an official website. Tell everybody about all that.
Yeah, of course, the website's the best place to go to find everything, startsandends.com. I also wrote a book kind of about my creative journey. It's a little autobiographical, but also about how we built our platform with the Scene Projects, which is my podcast. You can find out more about that at thesceneprojects.com as well. But all the music is on the streaming platforms. We have some of our music videos on YouTube. You can find everything by just finding my name, StartzandEndz. And yeah, everything about us will pop up from there.
Okay. And obviously you're on the social media sites like Facebook and Instagram and X and everything.
Oh yeah, you'll find us everywhere. We have a pretty big footprint online.
Okay. Well, go check out your favorite social media, streaming media, and even check them out on that website, Startz and Endz, as you mentioned. I know you're really going to love it. And you're going to love this video too. It's called Rise Up, I do believe it's called. Is there a story behind that, or is it pretty much self-explanatory? Tell everybody about that.
Yeah, well, Rise Up started the song really about just not buying into the bull crap. About standing with one another and how, as a society, we're going to rise above some of the things that we face today. It's funny, I wrote the song back in like 2022, and it feels more poignant as the years go by. Fun about the video, we shot it in one single day. Most of it shot out on my father-in-law's farm. You'll see my wife jumping into the tractor here, and it was really nice to just showcase our small town life here in South Dakota and being part of the farm, but also the great venues, the small venues that we get to play out here, and the community that surrounds that.
Okay, well, I love the video, and as I said a minute ago, you guys are going to love it too, and we'll get to that in just a second. But before we do that, we just want to thank you so much for coming on the show, Bubba. You're always welcome to come back on the show if you got anything new to plug in the future. So I hope you'll think about that.
Well, I appreciate you for having me, Paul. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And here it is, Rise Up by Startz and Endz. It begins right now.